Okay, welcome to the Megan Schissler Memorial Tournament, 5th annual. This is the finals, Sunday. They had an opening round that was earlier this morning, way early this morning. That was on the upper end of the house. We just didn't have the capability to stream that this morning. So we'll carry the second round, the third round, and the stair step, as well as the stair step for the women today. They're still in practice right now, still got about a minute left. I'll give you the winners from earlier rounds here in just a moment. And we'll be getting started shortly.
Through 20. Full line practice, please. All right. 3 matches. Total pinfall is not necessary if you tie a game. It's a 9 to 10 frame roll off to decide that individual game. Good luck, gentlemen.
Should. High C, hey, Zach, High C gets choice, right? High C gets choice?
Yes, higher seed gets choice on start.
Okay, we're up to the races. This round will be the best of 2 out of 3. So first 1 to 2 advances. In the first round, that was earlier today, I know a guy goes versus John Johnson. Noah defeated him 204 to 181, 211 to 209. Billy Ginch and Mason Moore. Mason Moore advanced. He won 232 to 207. Then lost the second game 216 to 212, but won the third one 239 to 172. Then on the Isaac Hernandez Barry Powell Sr. match, Isaac Hernandez 190 to 176, and then 211 to 146. So Isaac advances. Richard Perkovich versus Robert Geek. Richard 194 to 163 and 170 to 147. So Perkovich advances. Al Wolf versus Heath Shorts. Al Wolf 188 to Heath's 180, and then 168 to 134. Al Wolf advances, and Robert Marion and Rick Schaefer match. Robert Marion 213 to Rick Schaefer's 200, and Marion 247, Rick Schaefer 212. So Robert Marion advances. So bowling each other now, we have on lanes 1 and 2, Mason versus Morgan. The Moore brothers have to bowl each other the first round. Lanes 3 and 4, we have Steve Bodavinik and Ryan Foose. 5 and 6, DJ Grind and Justin Perez. 7 and 8, Brian Montoya versus Brandon Knowles. 9 and 10, Aiden Van Beaver versus Adam Miller. 11 and 12, Mason Robinson versus Robert Marion. Lane 7, Ron Johnson III versus Al Wolf. 15 to 16 is Noah Gallegos versus Mike Llewellyn. 17 to 18 is Chris Kelto versus Richard Perkovich. And on the final match on 19 and 20 is Garrett Maxey versus Isaac Hernandez. So in our featured pair, we're going to have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. On 3 and 4, you're going to see the Steve Bodovinik Ryan Foose match, and 5, 6 we have DJ Grimes versus Justin Perez. And also on our 7 and 8, we'll see Brian Montoya and Brandon Knowles. So again, it's the first 1 to 2. They'll advance. There'll be a bracket of 20 players. Or actually, sorry, 10 players. They will bowl, cut that in half to 5, and at 5 we'll do a stair step. The next round would be the best of 5. And shortly we have Mr. Schissler in the house.
Good morning, everybody who's watching.
There we go. So we got the first round done. We're in round 2. Moving pretty quickly here.
Yeah, best of 2 out of 3. So first to 2, in other words.
Absolutely. It's not total pins. You just win a game. You get 1 in the win column. And all you're looking for is to have 2 wins to advance, and then the next round is 3 out of 5. And then the women, they'll come in after this round?
Around noon is when we're going to start them.
Gotcha.
Because it was kind of a guesstimate on how fast this would go.
An elbow stair step, the top 3 women.
Yes.
Gotcha. Which is Haley Howard, Karina Grosso, and Rena. There we go. And Karina Grosso is the top seed, I do believe.
Yes. So I think it's the first match will be Rena and, well, I know it'll be Rena. There's only 3. Yeah.
Will be Rena versus Haley Howard.
So before we get too far, just like to apologize. We had made a mistake on the entries and the cut. I was called out by Scott Myers, and he pointed out that we had 84 entries, which would be 28. We actually had paid 29 in the tournament last night because there was a tie between 27th, 28th, and 29th. And so we paid all 3 of those spots. But apologize, I thought we were at 81, and I was bowling and it got mixed between all the ins and outs with people not showing and walk-ins. And so, yeah, apologize to all the bowlers out there. And apologize for B Squad. What happened to the lanes last night, that wasn't very good.
So we did nail it. Rena versus Haley, and then the winner both Karina. And then we went over these. But with the tie, so then you had to pay to those 3.
Yeah,
but
and they got 400 apiece.
Fantastic.
But it was important to Scott that I called it out, and I take responsibility. But we won't be worrying about that next year. So whoever wins the lucky 5 will be the one who wins the last one, unless I have my own center, which I don't see that happening due to the banks not wanting to lend money to something they don't know about.
They need to keep their own money. Keep collapsing.
Now, if somehow I have 12 million in the bank, they'll lend me 12 million. That's what our banking institute has come down to these days. It's just amazing.
And out there, I was saying
The
we
two
got
brothers.
Yeah, the 2 brothers have to bowl each other.
That seems like that would happen a lot just because of fate. So they can beat each other up on the way home.
Exactly.
You carried that one.
Well, whoever goes for it has to buy dinner, probably.
Yeah. Yeah, there's probably something going on there, some sort of family tradition. And those two are great bowlers, so I'm sure that happens more than not. They kind of throw it similar.
You got some talent out there. You got the Moores, Robbie Marion, Alfred Wolf, Isaac.
I wouldn't count Garrett
Mike
Maxey
Llewellyn,
out either.
Garrett,
'cause
he had a heck of a run late.
He loves this center, and he throws it far enough, even though it shouldn't matter. But the fronts still look like they're checking early, and he can get it out on the lane with some rev rate too. So he's pretty tough.
Yes. And we also have Brian Montoya, Adam Miller, Brandon Knowles.
It's good to see Brandon now. I haven't seen him in a long time.
Absolutely. I would agree with that. And then you got Aiden. You got the home field advantage. He even took his jacket off.
Yeah. Aiden has the if you're familiar with two-handers and you measure their axis from their fingers, he's up instead of down. It works great in this place because of the early friction. A lot of the kids up here that throw two-handed all have tilt up instead of like most of the tour guys. They're down from the axis point when they're not across from their fingers. When you're up like that, it helps you get it through the front clean. It looks like Ryan Foose is kind of putting it early to Steve. Double, spare, double. Steve's got double, 7, 9, 7, spare. But staying clean right now looks really important.
Yeah, Steve is the ultimate slow starter.
Yeah.
That dude he'll come waddling in right before things are supposed to start and go slow through game one, and then all of a sudden he gets going.
Me and him have roomed a couple of times at the U.S. Open and then at the Villages, the national championship there in the 50. And I thought I might have to give him a cattle prod just to get him there on time.
And you're not Mr. I'm there early.
I've gotten a lot better because of out there. I don't like to walk in like that late. I want to get my surfaces correct. So I've gotten a lot better. Today I wasn't on time, but I wasn't balling. I was just showed up right when they started. But
because our Rocky Mountain Tour joke used to always be that whenever you and Felix showed up, we knew that's when it was time to start.
Yeah, I think I threw you off a few times this year, and you guys are like, wait, what's going on?
We lost track of time here.
Did we look at the wrong time on the sheet?
See, you roomed with Steve and you realize, hey, you know what? Getting there late is probably not the best.
We left early one time at going to Nationals when we were in El Paso, and we got stuck in this horrific traffic jam, and I think we may have crossed the border once or twice to get to the stadium to be in about the third frame, and I just felt bad for my doubles partner, Glennie Blunt. That was such a horrific feeling.
Back when it was at Corpus?
No, it was at El Paso.
It was El Paso.
Yeah.
There you go. Yep.
It's been a few years, but yeah, we come around the corner and it was dead stop. It wasn't moving. I think we even ended up driving on the shoulder a few miles just to get to the next exit. And yeah, not a fun city to be lost in.
No, you never want to be lost in a city that you're not a resident of.
Right.
Because everybody else knows the shortcuts and you have no idea where you're going.
Justin Perez with an ugly shot. Oh, nice pickup.
There you go. Seen that a few times last night, actually.
Yeah, I did it a couple times myself.
5 was common.
Ryan Foos could make a little bit of a run too, because he gets it to the right part of the lane without it hooking early, and that's past the arrows in the air.
Where's he from? Do you know?
He's from around here. He bowls around. Yeah, he bowls the league up here on
Gotcha.
Wednesday nights. He's kind of reminds me of kind of a Mika.
Okay.
Like Mika used to throw it so far down the lane. That's why he always bowled good on the majors, because hey, we'll make him tough by not protecting the front of the lane, and we'll just drive those up. And he threw it to the arrows, but it's impressive the angle that those guys have, like Ryan and Mika. They land the ball in the lane. It doesn't really, for as far as he's getting it out there, it doesn't really bounce. It just kind of. Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's crazy.
It absorbs all of that.
Yeah, like I throw it that far and bounces 4 times.
Exactly. USB-C may want to check that ball.
Yeah.
Might be a little too soft over there.
He does it with everything he throws. It's crazy.
That is amazing. That
Yeah.
is truly amazing.
When I was bowling next to Mika at the U.S. Open, was at Suncoast, and he was doing that, and his ball reaction was amazing. So I started trying to get it up there as far as I can, and actually I shot like 260, and I'm like, light kind of came on, but I just can't duplicate shots as well, throwing it that far out on the lane, especially two-handed now. It's something that I just haven't developed as good as I'd like to, but I realize if I'm going to bowl in Colorado, I'm going to have to do that.
And
I was
Steve's the
flopping a
opposite.
little bit last night. Oh yeah,
Steve puts it down early.
Yeah, but he's so forward with his roll, and that's how he gets it through the front when the front's hook, is because it's so end over end off his hand that and he's nice to it, but he's forward and he gets it going forward, and then the weight ball kind of kicks it back. So layouts for him are kind of important, but man, he's a good shot maker.
Yes. Last night he did do something that was entertaining. He, I think it was like game 2 or 3. 6th frame he strikes. 7th frame he goes double gutter, and then he goes sheet.
Wow.
And he's like, oh, I was just trying a different ball here, and it didn't work out so well. And he thought he threw the first one bad.
I did see that, and I thought, what did he? I was wondering if he felt or something. I did see that game. I remember thinking, what in the heck?
Exactly. But he never let it phase him. He's like,
Nah.
yeah, it's done and over with, and let's go ahead and throw some more strikes.
That was a good shot there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't make Team USA if you can't make a shot.
Here's a quick question for you. None of these guys have won the Megan before, right?
So no.
I didn't think so.
So we will have a new champion.
Because last year was Duran.
Yep.
The year before that was
Dwayne Mallinger. Oh no, Stephen Kurtz.
yes.
Then Dwayne, and then me.
Yep. There you go. Aiden's not backing down.
Well,
He took his jacket off too, so he must have got
that
serious.
match. He's got that match pretty well, or that game in pretty good hands right now. In fact, I don't think if Adam Miller strikes out, he can even catch him. That ball doesn't hook early, and it just hooked early
What's that for?
For Brandon Knowles.
Gotcha. Oops.
Couldn't come up with the name there for a second, but yeah, he just threw a Motive. What is that blue ball with the orange?
The new blue one?
No, the old one. The
Oh, the Venom Shock?
Venom Shock. Couldn't come up with that either. Jeez, my head's in another county. But yeah, the Venom Shock's pretty clean. It's very weak, but it's probably I think it's the best ball Motive's made. I mean, that ball, when you get the friction, that ball rolls really good, and he just threw it, and it checked way early. More like 20 units. I don't know what he hit there, but let's see if he throws it again. I'm going to throw it on the left lane. Moved in a little bit, and it hooked. And he throws it fairly firm. That's 17, looks like 17.35. That's probably 19 off his hand, because their rangefinder is down lane. It's not in the front lane like you see on the TV show. I know, like, it'll show Chris Fye around 17 miles an hour, and I've balled next to Chris, and yeah, that ain't 17. So it's reading off their hand, and they always like circle it, make a big deal on the show. Oh, guys humming it. Not that much more than anybody else. I mean, it. Don't get me wrong. 17 is a good down lane. Is a lot, but they make it seem like, oh yeah, but they're reading it right off their hand with that machine there.
No, the Specco.
Yeah. I threw a couple 18 off my hand last night. Yeah.
Everybody here is from Colorado with the exception of Mike Llewellyn.
Mike used to have a tournament up there in Nebraska.
Yep.
I won that one year, the Masters tournament.
Okay.
But I'm not sure if he has anything to do with that center anymore.
I don't think so either.
I thought he sold it, or
I think
whatever
so.
happened there, but
Not 100% sure on that one, but I think so.
oh my goodness. Steve just labeled the pocket with pocket 710 on lane 3. Oh my goodness. Let's do some quick math. Foose can beat him now. Yeah. Ryan's gonna just need a mark now, unless Steve can make it. Oh, bounce it up on the deck. Oh my gosh, what a try.
We picked up the 5.
That's the seventh time I've seen a pin fly out and almost make a big conversion. Rick Schaefer almost made the big 4 in the 10th. Alfred Wolf almost made the 710. It actually come across the deck and then went outside of the rack. So whatever reason today, their pins are flying around. I saw 310 got made by the guy got the 10 and it came out of the pit and hit the 3. Just craziness.
That's not how they draw it up.
That's a winner.
That it is.
Wow. What we got here with Brian and just Brandon? I think Brian's leading there. And he looks like he's throwing it firmer today. Or maybe it's just me, but it looks like it's a little firmer.
Gotcha.
Justin Perez has struggled mightily this game. He finished second. He wants to win this. I know. I talked to him earlier, and he's like,
Yes.
you guys weren't talking about me earlier. And I'm like, I didn't have a sheet to see what was coming, but you would have been one of the guys I would have said. He's a good bowler out of the Springs.
Yes. Yes, he bowled great last year.
I'm not sure who won that one. It got over really quick. Those guys throw it or fast.
Oh, the Morse?
Yeah.
Looks like Mason 235, Morgan 211.
Oh, wow.
Aiden 221, Adam Miller 192, Isaac Hernandez 245, Garrett Maxey 154.
Wow. Wasn't expecting that.
And the good thing about doing the best of three, first 1 and 2, is that, hey, even if you got beat by 100, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And it kind of lets you fish around a little bit if you're really lost. But sometimes fishing ain't good.
Yeah, if you're fishing out here, you better find a big one.
Yeah. There's not a lot of fish on these lanes. It's a lot of minnows. Rander's moving in something a little weaker.
I could see a lot of these matches going to 3.
I could. There's a lot of good players out there.
Absolutely. Steve just caught a bad one on the last one. Oh, and then Steve bowled on the wrong lane.
Oh, no. And if he strikes, he has to reshoot it. Sperry can keep it and then
Better strike here.
that is always,
Usually the case.
yeah.
DJ came up short. Actually 10 frames, so he's
Yeah.
might have been pondering something.
Aiden just pocket 710. There's been a few of those out there.
Yes.
Ball's just a hair late.
Yeah, absolutely.
But usually for when you're two-handed, you kind of want to be a hair late because the other option is a 9-pin at that point. Sometimes it's hard to get it to go through the rack the right way to strike. Oh, another one almost bounced on the deck and got. Somebody's gonna make it here. That's my prediction.
There you go. It'll probably be during the final.
Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That would.
See if Justin figures something out here.
Okay.
Through the DNA there, he's been using that a lot.
No left-handers.
Yeah, the last one that got
Was Billy.
knocked out was Billy.
There wasn't many that actually bowled. Only seen maybe 3 yesterday. Maybe 4.
Yeah, there really wasn't a lot in the field. Rocco Panetta,
Billy,
Stevie G,
and
there was another kid from
Riley,
the spring.
Mike Riley.
Yeah.
Okay, Steve lost 222 to 198. DJ won 206 to 161. They're still finishing. Who else do we have before? Al Wolf beats Ron 236 to 210. Noah Gallego, so Mike Llewellyn 225 for Noah. Mike shot 214.
That might be the high losing game, huh?
It's looking that way.
Yeah. And Brian beat Brandon by about 60 pins here. He's thrown his last shot, looks like. $227 to 156, I believe. The little stop sign goes on there. 217. Like, if you don't do it in your mind, you're not going to see it for a little bit.
Exactly.
I hate the programming that happens in some of these scoring units. I was throwing that same, I think it's an ebonite ball that Marshall Kent was using on the show. That green and yellow ball. He's not making it look as good as Marshall Kent did.
I think Marshall will make a lot of stuff look pretty good.
Yeah, he has a really dynamic heavy roll. Look at this. That was airmail to the right. His last ball was around 15 to 8, maybe 15-10. That was 10 to the lip. Or as some of the guys used to say, out in the weeds.
Yeah, keeping pace pretty good. Slow pairs 7 and 8. Everybody else will be done relatively quickly.
Which will almost put the girls' ball on the show. Around the same time the guys will be throwing this show.
Very close, which is good.
Yeah. We all probably will have this wrapped up by, I'm guessing, 2.
Really? I was thinking 4, but two's not bad.
2's not bad.
At least when we got here this morning, no snow. That was good. Even though technically I was reading the weather report, it's supposed to snow again tonight.
Oh, jeez. Well, when I got out and fell on my butt, that's pretty much how my tournament experience went right there. That was a crazy storm.
Yes.
Spring in Colorado.
Yes.
Don't even forecast snow when we get it.
And it's supposed to be, I think it's, by the time we get to Thursday, Friday, it's supposed to be in the low to mid 60s. So,
Crazy.
yes. See, forget the bowling center. You got to buy a car wash in this town.
Yeah.
That's where all the money's at.
That and pot shops. I don't know. Maybe they get too stoned that they can't actually wash their car. They just imagine it getting clean. I was behind a guy that obviously had a little too much of the pot in him because he was waiting at a stop sign waiting for it to turn green. I'm like, oh, come on. Hey, it's not a light.
Oy.
Cool, dude. Got any Funyuns?
Well, I guess the good thing is he wasn't going to hit anybody.
Yeah, no, he had no chance. You have to actually be moving or in drive. That park does not work. He put it in P for party because it was so high. Like, all right, man.
All right, Steve.
I figured Steve would give him a match or all he could. He doesn't. He just a fighter, that guy.
Yes.
How's Aiden looking? Something must be off. Oh my goodness. Yeah, Aiden's got, looks like open. If I see right, I think it's 40 in the fourth.
Oh,
43 or something. Maybe he has a spare. Or that was strike open.
My philosophy has always been it's never good if the first number in your score matches the frame you're in.
Yeah.
You're not doing very well.
You know, that's a great point, Rob.
You're not doing very well.
Had I had that much mathematical skills, I wouldn't have made the mistake on that cutting to 27. But
no, actually, it's working out because you're still going to get to the 20 to 10 to
yeah,
5.
I mean that's the way we would have had to do it anyhow, just because we wanted it. This round had to be 20.
Uh-huh.
Obviously, if it was 30 players or even 32, we could have offered the 8 and then cut, and we would have got to 20 this way in this round anyhow. But unfortunately, we didn't have as many entries as I want.
The Moors are moving quickly.
Yeah, they throw it fast and they get up there, they're ready to play. I don't know what Foos is doing. I'm not sure if he's texting or ordering a pizza. And I swear he's in his phone. Oh no, he's looking at his fingers. It looked like he was from that angle. It looked like he was playing with the phone. You know, that pause, that posture where you're like on your phone, like everybody in the world.
An elusive 5-pin out there on lane 6.
Yes. Oh, Foos just split, so let Steve kind of have a little bit of breathing room there on a spare 4-bagger.
Yes. Steve went for a walk. He had to go get something to drink. He's on his way back.
Yeah.
There you go.
There it comes. Steve's lost a lot of weight. He works out a lot with this kid.
He does.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Robbie Marion.
He's slimmed down a lot.
Yeah. He's got a kind of, he's just looks kind of boyish, but he's really tall.
Yes.
You know?
And that guy, he's good. Every time there's a
He's
big
always
tournament,
there.
he's there. Exactly.
Ron Johnson didn't like that one. Or he did.
Oof.
He struck. Who won that
Rez.
match?
Just took my sheet.
Oh,
Johnson and who's Johnson bowling?
Robbie Marion.
I think Robbie Marion won the first one. Not 100% sure, but I think so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he did too. Justin is not feeling it this
No.
day.
So it was, let's see, who were we looking for? Oh. Nope. Mason beat Robbie, he beat Marion 228 to 165, and then Al Wolf beat Johnson 236 to 210.
Oh, I was looking. I guess I saw it at the wrong pair.
And then Isaac and Garrett are moving pretty quick too. Actually, they're done. Isaac won 245 to 154 and 279 to 221.
Wow.
So Isaac will be advancing. We got that one done.
He's got a pretty good luck.
And
It's the biggest score I think we've had so far.
79. Yes. And I thought the Moors weren't playing around. They were moving. Well, shoot 279 is a lot of strikes.
Yeah, you're only throwing one shot. I'll tell you, I was firing. I threw at a 10-pin and 18.5 to get it over there last night. It was like going across carpet, which makes no sense to me. But yeah, I firing. I had 4 the last game. If I could have just had 3, I would have made the cut.
Yeah, because you ended up at
-5.
Yep. And the number was +9.
Or minus 5 or 7, I think.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I had a 4-bagger going into the 10th and went 10-pin again.
This is hilarious.
Yeah, it is. Let's see what else we can get in our hands.
We're bowling each other. I'm gonna go, hey, why don't you throw this? I'll throw this. And he goes off the sheet, this would be incredible.
He's doing a little coaching too. He's actually videoing him. Oh, his brothers.
Apparently, he picked the right ball.
Brandon throws it with his thumb and on a spare ball, huh?
Some spares. I
Yeah,
did shoot him. I
it's 10
did
pin.
see him shoot a couple spares last night. Still going two-handed at it. So I think if it's his thought process, if it's on the right side, he's going to shoot it straight, and he's going to hook at it if it's going left.
Got it.
I
Yeah,
think.
that's what I used to do. I used to throw my spares with one hand, 'cause I had a decent spare game when I was one-handed, but I tore the cartilage, and that was the end of that. Shooting at a 710 that I almost made to make a cut.
So if you would have made it, it'd been worth
I
the
would've-
cartilage.
Yeah, it would have been. Maybe, yeah. Either way, I was done. Just didn't know how soon.
Gotcha. So now we're going to see how he shoots this spare. Got done quickly.
Isaac Hernandez with the biggest game of the day so far.
Oh, there you
Wow.
go. It was that breakfast, man. It worked out.
Whoa.
That's true.
Wow.
See, he's taking over where you left off. He's
Yeah.
just going to show up 10 minutes before.
Ryan Montoya. Uh-oh. Didn't like that one. The old 5'9". That is so choppable. Steve just swish 810 on a strike. I don't think there's any chance that. No, he's pretty much got this match locked up, it looks like. He's already at 206. And the most.
So they'll be going to
Ryan,
game 3.
Yeah, game 3 there. Most Ryan can get is 199. DJ looks like he's got this in hand. Although we can still see Justin get out for 220. DJ's going at a 228 pace, so you never know.
Absolutely.
Make him
Justin
show
needs
up.
this one because he
He
lost
has
the
to
first
have
one.
it.
Yeah.
And he has 5 for number. This is the 5th one, so things that make you go, Look out.
Yep.
And that just made you go bye-bye. So it looks like we've got Mason Moore moving on. DJ Grind.
Ooh, take that.
This could go. This could be an interesting match here. Just, we've got 1 strike and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 spares, maybe 12 spares. If Brian makes this, we have 12 spares and 1 strike between 2 bowlers. I would say that's a high-scoring pair.
Absolutely.
That is just outrageous.
Well, and so that's where we were in front of last night, and I swear in the 16 games I was watching, you've probably seen at least 15 9-pins.
And those 2 pair was what cost me the cut too. I shoot like 160, 170 or something in there. Every time I switched balls, it was 2, 4, 8, 2, 4, 8, 10-ish or 3, 4, 6, 7. You know. And Aiden is going to go about $1 40. So that's going to go to 3 games.
Yeah, Justin Perez has put his jacket on, so.
Yeah. The losers of the last round got 450 each.
Okay.
I want to say this might be 550 each.
You knew that was going to strike.
Yeah.
There was no doubts about that.
He could have kicked it down there and would have went 10 back. So we got a few in overtime.
Yes.
Oh no, that didn't sound good.
No.
3-6.
Yes, sir.
He had actually thrown a strike in the 6, which made that pair have 2 strikes in it now. And the other, sorry, we can't see to the other side of the house to see what's going on down there. We'll just keep you posted after they get done. Other than Ike, we know Ike has moved on.
Yes. We're about to get some updates here in a second.
Yeah, Carrie is awesome. Cut that bun off your head.
Look at that. 3 shots he could care less about, and all of them struck.
Yeah. Hello. DJ is 257. He's not a happy camper. I feel bad for him. Steve's got this match. So game 2 on 3 and 4. Or game 3 on 3 and 4. The spare off continues on lane 7 and 8. Which spares were no real gimme. There's a 2-4-8-10 now with Robbie Marion. That's actually into game 3 at 1 apiece. Still at 2 strikes.
Can I readjust surface?
Yes, you can adjust surface.
Are we gonna bowl on our
This is not the Denver Masters. It's a different round brush surface.
Are we gonna bowl on this or is it really
I think this is going to ride the rest of the way through, I do believe.
Yeah.
I think this is going to be the whole way. There's not oiling anymore. I think so.
I think we wanted to oil before the round of 10.
That would be after this round.
Yeah.
So he's going to oil after this one?
Yeah.
Okay. And then be done for the day.
Yeah.
Okay. So Mason ended up winning 235 to 211, 216 to 162. DJ Grimes won his match, 206 to 161, 257 to 189. Noah Gallegos beat Mike Llewellyn, 225 214, 195 to 175. And Isaac Hernandez was the 245 to 154, 279 to 221 to defeat Garrett Maxey. Going into games 3 is going to be Richard Perkovich and Chris Kelso. Kelso won the first game 193 to 172, but lost the second one 201 to 180. Also going into game 3 is Ron Johnson and Al Wolf. Al won the first game 236 to 210, but lost the second one 223 to 163. Mason Robinson and Robert Marion. Mason won the first game 228 to 165, but lost the second one 236 to 176. So they're going to game 3, as well as Adam Miller and Aiden Van Bieber. Aiden won the first game 221 to 192, but lost the second one 173 to 125. So he might want to find his look again. Brian Montoya 217, and Brandon Knowles 156. They're still in game 2. And Bodovinik and Foos. Steve lost the first game 222 to 198, but won the second one 236 to 173. So there will be several threes here going.
Yeah. And we kind of thought that that's the first open on this pair after 9 frames. Unbelievable. And it was a washout, which is such a hard spare.
Yes.
I've wrapped the head pin around the 10 so many different ways, I can't even think if there's any other way I could do it. I've actually hit the, where I missed to the right and hit the pocket, and I had a messenger come across in front of the 10 and around it. So, yeah.
Hey.
Foos is in trouble.
Yes.
Well, he went double, though. He went double 2-8. And Steve went open strike, so that's still a tight match. Brian got a nice break on the last shot. He went right through the face and tripped out the 6. Should make a 4-7 spare here. If he spares this, he forces Brandon to double unless he gets up and strikes out and shuts him out. Aiden went 7 out the first frame, striking the second to spare by Adam Miller. Ooh. I don't know.
Playing with fire.
I like Japanese food. That had a lot of chop suey on it.
Yeah, Steve went high.
Steve's reaction's going away a little bit. Now Aiden doubled, so.
At 125, he was just, let me see what I got.
Yeah.
You leaving? Are you leaving? Are you leaving? All right.
Yep. .310 for Brian. First ball in the 10th. So let's see what happens here. Oh, and he chopped it. 175. Brandon's going to need a mark and 6. Oh, trip the 2-pin. That will surely do it, I would think. He needs 6 pins, 2 shots. Here comes some more money for the guys. Thank you. 500. This losers in this round will make $500. It's 10 losers. Sorry. Runner-ups. Comes Ike. And he got 6, so that's enough to tie. He needs one. He needs 1 pin to move on to the next match. And he's got it. Okay, so 175 to 178. The spare-off pair goes into overtime here. Ryan Montoya, Brandon Knowles, and Aiden Van Beur's got 3 open, 3-bagger, big 4.
She looked a little surprised.
Yeah.
So how many of these matches have gone 3 games so far?
So it's Steve, Brandon, Aiden.
I know Kelso and Perkovich are in 3.
Yeah, so it's, I think Mason Robinson. And he has got spare 6-bagger. Marion's got open spare 3-bagger, so it's still a little bit in there. There was 1 strike. Actually, correction. Brandon tripped the 2-pin off the wall for the 3rd strike on that lane 7 and 8 the last game.
Oh, jeez.
Wow. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I had a few lucky strikes in my match over there. Some that were really questionable. A couple of really solid backdoor 4s.
Oh,
So
wow.
any way I could describe it.
So Foose and Steve are still fairly close. Robbie Marion got the 4-bagger now, and a 5-bagger. That match could still be under question, even though he had 2 opens. If you have them early like that, you're not hurt as bad as if they're in the middle.
Yeah.
Solid 9. That pair is impossible. That is the pair that cost me 2.
Ooh. I remember, yeah, I bowled on that pair last night for my last game. Threw some really good shots. Unfortunately, I went 7-10 in the 7th on a string. Then I spared and 7-10 in the 9th, same lane. I was looking at like 230, 240, and ended up with, I believe, 2-teen on that game.
I went 240, 10 switch balls, 3-6, 4-7.
Ooh.
On the same lane.
Wow. Yeah, those are heartbreakers. Really good shots, and they're just not as, they don't reward you for them. I threw a couple of them like that yesterday that good off my hand, hit all 3 of my focal points, and I was like, oh, should be a no-brainer on a strike. It's like 410, big 4, washout. Like, oh, can't be that bad. I mean, I know I'm not 100%, but give me something.
Mason Robinson got the next one. And that might have shut him out. 'Cause he's gone at 290 pace. Uh-oh. Brandon Knowles struck after just going high 9-pin. Not really even high, it was really flush. And then got that one. Steve with the 4-bagger. I think he may have just taken the lead. Uh-oh.
Wow.
That is the 5 off the wall.
That was a very slow 5.
Yeah, you know, a lot of times if you don't have the ball, use the wall. It's an old adage. Well, we didn't have a piece of the dynamite off our hands.
Right. I'm not sure how that ball didn't take that 5 out to begin with. But it's not like he's circling the lane. He's going up the lane, so I don't know. It's, yeah, the ball's just deflecting from what I can see. But, I mean, if he's still striking, why not?
Yeah, that was a good double. There hadn't been a lot of strikes on that pair, so maybe they're starting to break down enough that they can get a better ball reaction.
Yeah.
When the fronts go early before you start, it seems to happen. You get horrible reaction, it kind of can burn in something and maybe break something, but wow. Let's help Steve out. 5-bagger.
Brandon goes to the nose for a 3-6.
That might be the first double I've seen on that pair since the first game, and I think there might have been only one of those. For whatever reason, that pair does not look good. And hats off to Robbie Marion. Goes sheep for 240, but I think that's going to be null and void because Mason Robinson has got spare 8-bagger.
Ooh. And are they in game 3 or?
Yeah, they are in game 3.
Wow.
And Ryan went Brooklyn for a double, still alive, I believe. 220, yeah, he's still alive.
Yeah. Barely, but he's there, hanging in.
You know what? Saw Billy Gench get up there and have a chance, and John Johnson too, you know.
Yeah.
Wow, so it's getting to be a pretty good tight match here with Aiden and Andrew Miller. And I guess, but
Yeah.
I like Andrew. Steve splashed.
First part's still good. So.
Yeah. Splashed one down there. That helps a ton for him. Brookers. So after this, we're going to have 10 players left.
And we're doing a real oil too, correct?
I think we should, but I'm kind of leaving it up to how I thought that's what we were doing, but
I think that's what was said when I asked.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to take my games to 3 games instead of just 2, because
getting stiff.
yeah, I've been standing around for quite a while.
Right.
But I don't know. Just stay with it, keep knocking them down and go. I gotta sit.
And I think that strike there closed him out. Yeah, because he would have never switched balls. So Steve Badavinik moves on. After being down the first game, come back and win the last 2. Pretty good stuff there. Ryan, after the Wally 5, has come back with a 3-bagger. Brandon Knowles has not had a very good luck. Of course, that might be the biggest string on that pair so far.
3 by Brian.
Yeah, 7 and 8 is brutal. Who will be the winner of the last Megan?
What do you mean by that?
This is the last one.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Just the headaches and the questions and the. It's too much for me to do.
Mm-hmm.
And like I got called out this morning about the cut being 28, even though we paid 29.
I'm not sure what he was looking or pointing at.
So I think it's this match right here. Mason Robinson 265, the Robbie Marion 247. So Mason Robinson moves on. I'm not sure what happened with Noah and Llewellyn.
I believe Noah took that one. When I walked by, Llewellyn was packing up.
Yeah,
so.
I just don't have his final score. It looked like Llewellyn shot 170. Oh, I see. Yeah, that was a 2-game match.
Okay.
225, 214, 195 to 175. Chris Kelso got beat by Richard Perkovich. 209 to 225. Perkovich moves on.
Oof.
Wow, some good bowling. And Steve Badavitting shot 245 to 208. Good bowling, Ryan. He has the best idea for these type of patterns. Just throw it to the arrows on the fly.
Let's see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's really good at it. I mean,
Yeah, he does get a lot of loft on that ball.
and he still gets a lot on it too.
Yeah.
Like I was talking about him earlier about kind of like that's the way Mika.
Kobianemi,
Yeah, he
old schooler.
He throws it out there.
Just like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've had the pleasure of bowling with Foose a couple of times in the Swisses, so.
Yeah. He's a good guy.
Yeah, good guy,
Ryan.
good kid.
He's always a good friend of Megan
Yeah.
too.
A couple times I bowled him in the Swisses, we ended up winning one of them, so which was always a
Nice.
good thing. And
Yeah, he's a good competitor.
yeah,
too.
he showed up when we needed him to, so that was pretty good.
He's a shot maker for sure. And I am going to be handing out some consolation money.
Uh-oh.
$500.
What about, you said this was going to be the last Megan, so what about just handing it over to somebody else?
I
them
would,
do
but
everything.
with Megan's name on it, then it always comes back to me.
Okay, yeah, I can understand that.
Yeah, and the stuff that's gone on, I think she'd be very happy about. I mean,
Yeah.
one of the reasons, I mean, you look at the ladies' turnout, there's $3,000 that were given away,
Yeah.
and we had 9 gals show up.
Yeah, I don't understand.
That would break her heart.
And I can feel you on that. Me and Michelle were talking about that too, and we're just kind of trying to figure out why some of these ladies don't come up and bowl this or wherever it's at.
Yeah.
You know, regardless whether it's here in
Or Holiday or wherever.
Yeah, you know, and I don't know if it's because of the entry or they just have this fear factor of that they're bowling against the guys or whatever, but I don't know if
I
they
made a separate division
Yeah.
this year, made it really clear.
Yeah, you know, I don't know. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of good players in Denver and the Springs for women that should have been here, at least 10 to 15 of them.
Well, they've kind of been taking over the Rocky Mountain Senior Tour. There's lots of entries there, but
Yeah.
the patterns benefit the guys who spin it and the ladies more
Yeah.
or less. So they've got a lot of outlet there. Maybe that's where they're just going to spend their money. I'm not sure, but
Well, you know, and I can see the good part in that, but in reality, does it really help or does it hurt? You know, because everything that this tournament's done for the last 5 years has always been beneficial.
yeah,
to
it's the highest
bowlers.
paying tournament, and
Yeah.
we've been very honest about everything. But you know, to get called out and stuff like that over a simple mistake, and we had 84. I thought we had 81, so
Uh-huh.
we're going to make the cut 27. but it actually should have been 28. But we paid 29
Okay.
spots because of the three-way tie at 27th. I thought that
Right.
was the fair thing to do.
Yeah, definitely.
And so we took money from the auction or the raffle stuff and put it
Fill those
towards that.
spots,
Yeah. But you know,
Well, you know, I mean,
those are the
yeah.
things. And you know, there's some other stuff behind the scenes that nobody knows about.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I just slept 3 hours, 4 hours maybe last night.
Ouch.
Just another pit in my stomach for weeks, and I'm just like, this is not worth it.
Yeah.
You know, the highest paying tournament in the state really for singles.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to get it going in the first place. There's a lot of other stuff. Between my career bowling and working, it's hard to put something like this together.
Yeah, I can understand
But
that.
you know,
So, it looks like you got Ron Johnson defeating Al Wolf. They took it 3 games, a 235 by Ron Johnson to a 232 by Al
what a
Wolf.
match!
I wonder if it was over early or at the end.
What's that?
That's kind of a heartbreaker to see. I'd noticed that the Moore brothers were bowling against each other again.
Yeah, and they were helping each other out to,
Yeah.
that was cool, brotherly love, and those two are great.
Yeah.
To see that, they were trying to
I
help
hate
him
seeing
out.
that.
Oh, look at that!
Look at
Brandon
that.
Knowles just made the 6-7-10 in a crucial
Nice.
point of the match. I'm glad to see him. I haven't seen him out bowling much lately, so
Yeah, I see him on Friday nights when I go up there to Holiday. I see he bowls the Friday
Oh.
night league there, and I don't see him all the time because I'm always working as well too. But if I have a chance to get off early, I try to go watch Mama Bowl, so catch up on a few other things too. But
the only way that we'll ever do another Megan is if I have my own center, which I don't think the banks will ever work with me. I've been trying for me and Megan were trying 5 years before she had passed. So. Walked into the bank with the down payment with the SBA behind us, and we couldn't get one bank to help us out.
was it for a new build or?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and we spent $40,000 on studies and stuff like that,
Right.
and we just
And nobody
spun our
wanted
wheels.
nobody wanted to go for it.
They'll if you have $12 million in the bank, they'll lend you $12 million.
Oh, well, that's
Which-
courteous of them.
Yeah, I mean, it's so nice, and they'll
Yeah.
charge you interest on that $12 million. They don't want you to pay it off.
What a bunch of great people.
Oh, it's just I love bankers. I just want to kiss every one of them.
I know, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's too bad. I mean, it'd
that's
be
how
nice.
the 1%ers in this world make
Mm.
even more money. That might be it for Brian. That's through the face after a 9 miss, but he's got.
Anything can happen, so he might just do a back-to-back.
Yeah, we might see that.
Might see a back-to-back 4-7-10 or 6-7-10 conversion.
Oh my God,
look
we
at
called it in
that.
the booth.
You're welcome.
Isaac Hernandez, will you escort me over to the lotto machine and tell me what numbers to play?
Oh crap!
Oh,
That was
my
just
goodness.
awesome. I don't think you'll ever see
Oh,
that, whether it's
That
amateur,
was a treat. Yeah.
pro TV, whatever. Back-to-back 6-7-10 conversions on the same lane.
Against each other. Oh my
Yes.
goodness. That right there is epic.
This is a battle.
Oh,
Who wants
that
it
was
more?
Amazing.
Who wants
I'll
it
tell you, this
more?
has been, I mean, if you're a guy who believes in spares, and these guys have really battled these games.
Oh, that's so awesome to see. Oh,
my.
okay.
Almost got a messenger 6-7.
Man, these guys are pretty much neck and neck. So
So Brandon shoots 150 the first game to 217, but he was playing around because he knew he was beat, so he was trying to find something. Then it was a nail biter, 175 to 178. Brandon Knowles takes that, and now
wow.
going into the 9th and 10th,
Looks like
it
you're gonna
is
have the same
still
thing.
tight. Oh my goodness, what a match! I'm not sure if I've ever seen back-to-back 6-7-10s on the same lane by two different players.
Let alone convert one, but two?
It was.
That is crazy.
That was amazing. This is a big shot right here. He's on a strike. If he strikes here, this will really help him going into the 10th to win this match. But I'll tell you, this pair, it looks brutal. They have not struck hardly any.
So as I look at the chats down here, it looks like James Jackson is a little concerned about this being the last tournament.
Oh my. Brandon Knowles, that was a great shot. That might have been a ball switch.
Yeah, it looks like it.
I think he had switched balls, which, man, sometimes when he could do that, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Good for him, but.
And to have the confidence to do it, that's the thing, so. But James Jackson says, one more year, one more year. One more year.
I'll be in the loony bin.
Yeah, you know, and I mean, I would like to see it keep going too, but I mean, if you got to take a break, you got to take a break. You never know. You might be able to bring it back a year or two later. It's hard to say, but that's up to you. You know, like you said, if you ever get your own center, then, you know, bring it back.
Oh,
wow.
Oh, my Lord. Are you kidding me?
We're going to have a respot on that one.
Oh, my Lord. Wow. I guess it couldn't be any more true to that pair as what just happened there.
Yep.
I mean, he saw that 7, hit it, and it stood back up. Something maybe tapped it, but there I saw daylight underneath the bottom of the pin twice. And the machine had scanned it because it was tilted so far it missed the
missed it, yeah.
Missed the pin, and that was the first ball in the 10th. Oh my goodness, that would have gave him the match for sure. Well, nothing's a gimme on this pair.
It looks like it.
Man, compared to the other pairs, this pair is struggling for. I don't think I'd want to draw this pair if I was.
And you know, now that you keep
That's
talking
your
about this, my
unless your
luck is
spare
I'm probably
game.
going to have it. My
Unless your
spare game
spare
hasn't been too good this weekend.
Your strike has been
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah,
You've been able to ring some strikes.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Yesterday my spare game was just awful the first couple games, but
That's what we learned.
I mean, I threw enough strikes, thankfully, to compensate for some of them spares, but I mean, yeah, there's no worse feeling going into something and then leaving something to pick up, and you're like, oh, your confidence is like 30% on making a spare. Horrible.
I do believe that if he gets, he has to have 6 pins here. 7 to win, 6 to tie.
I can't even see that far.
I got a billboard in front of me. That's a
better
winner.
way-
Yep.
No better way than 10.
205, and the best that Brian can get is 201. What a match, though. Oh, my
Yeah,
goodness.
that's
that
pretty
came
good.
down to the 10th. And,
Well, two crucial spares by both players.
yeah,
I mean, that
was amazing to watch.
You know, the first conversion of the 6-7-10 by Brandon to keep him in there, and then Brian came back and did the same thing to keep him in there. So
That's devastating.
the only difference is just the carry after that split. That's all it is. So.
Correct.
All right.
Yes, I'm going to pass out some money, and we'll be back.
All right.
Okay, they are going to condition the lanes, so that'll be a little bit. Roughly about 10-15 minutes we'll be getting started. We'll be starting the top 10 bowlers. They'll bowl the best of 5 and then cut that in half to the top 5. That top 5 will then advance to a stair step. So 5 will bowl 4, winner of that will bowl 3, winner of that will bowl 2, and then they'll bowl for the champions. The women will bowl their championship matches here once we get started back as well. The 3 seed will bowl the 2 seed, advance to the championship as well. So that's all coming up. Be just a few minutes. Once they get the lanes done, going back on and get the going. Okay, we have eliminated our delay, and it's time to get started again.
7 through 16.
The men are going to do their top 10 bracket, and they'll cut to the top 5. While they're doing that, the women are going to do their step ladder finals. So we will stay on 3 and 4 and watch them complete their stair step and give you updates as the bracket goes along. Again, we appreciate you guys hanging out with us. Sorry for the delay, but they had to get the lanes done again, and it takes a little bit of time to do that. But we are getting going relatively quickly here. All right, they're finishing up practice here relatively soon. In the ladies division on their step final, it's going to be Rena Sabo versus Haley Howard. The winner of that's going to take on Karina Grasso. So that is the match you'll be watching on 3 and 4. And again, we'll update you on the 10-man bracket of the gentlemen as they're going along. It is the best of 5 for them at this point in time. So more than likely we'll get the women's stair step done about the same time that the men will be done on their bracket, and then we'll go into the men's stair step. So again, we got about a minute and some change, or a few minutes and some change Trying to look to see exactly how much time. Oh, 6 minutes left in practice, and then we'll be getting started. Alrighty. Got roughly about 2.5 minutes left of practice, and then the women will be getting started. It'll be Rena Sabo versus Haley Howard. The winner of that will take on Karina Garasso. And that'll determine this year's women's champion. And then on 7 through 16, we'll be doing the the match, the round of 10 bracket. That field will be cut in half to the top 5, and then they'll do a stair step. So we'll keep you abreast of who's doing what over there while we watch the women's finals matches here. We'll be ready to go in about a minute.
First up, Miss Haley Howard, Rena Sabo. Wonderful job for all you guys getting this far. Congratulations. Big round of applause for Mr. Megan Schissler. He's putting on a hell of a show this weekend. Happy to have him. All right. High scores, good luck.
Okay, let's get started. Looks like Haley Howard will begin the match. It is one game. Winner moves on. Haley will be up on lane 3. She comes in light, leaves a washout. 1, 2, 4, 10. Seen a lot of that this weekend from numerous people. That washout, and add in the 6 with it, add in the 5 with it. So, washouts everywhere. Got the elusive Zach Enders back in. I believe you were getting ready to sit down.
No. Stop. I can't sit down
There
in
we
this
go.
building. I can't
Good
sit
spare.
down.
Good spare.
Okay. Rena, Miss Haley
Yes.
on deck. Miss Grosso, women's finals right in front of us. Okay.
It's a good weekend.
Oh, buddy.
Busy weekend.
Yee. It's the start of the grind for me.
That is true. That is
Start
true.
of the grind.
That is true. And we didn't have any snow this morning, so that was a bonus.
Yeah.
It's supposed to come later tonight, but it is what it is.
So I hear. Interesting start there by Rena. She's super deep right now.
Yes, they bowled very well this weekend, for sure. So Karina bowled really well.
Rena looking. She's the veteran, old wily veteran in this crew, right? I mean, Haley bowling at the old Midland. She just come. She's a freshman or a sophomore right now. And then Karina, you know, she's got the college lineage in her. She went to San Jose State, Brooklyn, 4-pin, 6-pin.
Yep.
Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure I'd play that part of the lane, but I'm also standing behind the booth with you.
That is true. That is very true. So what was your assessment of yesterday?
Well, okay, so you and I sat here, game 2 of the A squad,
Yes, sir.
and I pretty much predicted on point what would happen in the night squad, which I was a part of. In that, the A squad broke them down absolutely beautiful. I mean, we got Stevie B in front of us over on 7 and 8, and he was my perfect example because the guy played the track 7 through 12 for 5 of the 8 games.
Absolutely.
You know, the guy, I don't think he got deeper than 15 or 16. So that means that everything to the right was blended really, really well, and the lanes broke down really good for those guys, and everybody transitioned well. And then as the B squad kind of started wandering in here and caught game 7, 8, and noticed that they were playing at 15, 16, 17, that is where they assumed that squad would have to start going from, which unfortunately that squad, A squad, had groomed that whole 8-game pattern into what they had seen. So unfortunately, the B squad made them almost unplayable, which is a shame. But, you know, such is life in the game of bowling.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
And I think I came on yesterday and even said, 2 things are going to happen. Either we're going to all play together like A squad, or the alternative is everybody took sandpaper and arrow left of us too early and made it so by the end of the night when we finished, we were at about 23 at the arrows. which I'm no mathematician, but that's a good arrow left of where the early squad was. And it just made the window of opportunity to strike very, very small.
Absolutely.
So, you know, it's okay. We grind on. In the meantime, Haley had a 310, picks off one, comes back next frame, strikes. So Rena's going to be, she's got one open against her now. So we're going to see what happens here.
Agreed. We got a little updated information. Haley went to Baker.
Baker.
That's where she went. And she graduated already, so she's done. She's a working woman.
What did she do?
I don't know. I'll find out what her major was here in 1 minute.
Yeah, get Aaron back over here. There you go. All right, here's Reno, fourth frame, super deep again. It's an interesting angle, right? Because in this house in general, this house tends to be much more the edges in play, right? And if you've watched any of our tournaments in the past, players like Jason Duran comes to mind super quick, because Jason can play 1 through 5 just about as good as Old Man Dynas did. And 1 through 5 in here, regardless of the pattern, really looks good. So for a pattern to tell you, for a pattern to tell you, gave one back, for a pattern to say, hey, we're going to give you the edge, then guess what the pattern, guess where I'm going to be? On the edge.
Absolutely.
So interesting plan of attack from both girls. You got
Health management.
Health management.
There you
Okay,
go.
so is she going to be like a
She's managing her health.
you dummy. What would her job be for that, guy? Use your
I'm assuming it's got to be something related in the hospital realm.
health management. Maybe she could be like a personal trainer.
No. I'm thinking more management style, meaning.
Dietitian.
That's probably a good
That's
idea.
going to go left. We are not in the right ballpark.
No. Probably for her major either, by the way, we're not in the right ballpark.
No. Rena's ball roll and what we're guessing is probably neither in the zip code.
No.
And I'm going to tell you right now, because Karina's over on lane 1, and her ball rep had a good chat with her, she going to come in here and not play lanes like these two.
Oh, give it a run.
I'll tell you what, how fun was it last round when you had B. Knowles and Montoya here, and they each pick up that 6, 7, and they were striking and matching. Like, that's real bowling. It was so fun to watch, just sitting there watching that. I can only imagine what it was like being with the headset on.
Yes, absolutely. When I was over here when we were watching the one game, they had, I think it was game 2, they had a total of 3 strikes amongst the two of them and a bunch of spares. They only had like one open the whole game, so it was they were making the spares, they were grinding it out.
It sounds like me yesterday after game 1. 2
Hey,
through.
you came out the hole really good.
We even talked about that.
I
I
told
even
you to shoot
said
230.
I even said, like you said, 230 was the number, and I was 260 because I didn't throw 2 first ball gutters, so I knew I was good. And then what happened? I ran into a bunch of bowling IQ that wasn't as high as mine. And that is the life of bowling.
Absolutely.
All right, Haley, 127 down the corner. I'm watching Mason over here twist this mindset up. He's got Stevie B. We also had talked about
Good spare.
good. Ball touches all of them. We had also talked about like how you can groom a pair, right? Because, for instance, these two ladies on 3 and 4 got to go down here for 10 minutes and groom that pair.
Absolutely.
You know, and vice. Come over here, watch Mason and Stevie. Stevie just groomed lane 7 and 8. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the dude has the front 4 over here, and I don't see him missing. So.
And you can get a sense of that when, if you look at the start of the tournament yesterday, both squads. First game out the gate, you got a pair of 279s, 276, and then a B squad, you had 260s, 250s, but then you go to game 2, and that number drops dramatically. Because then you go to the pair, and the mindset is, I'm going to play it the same as I just came off. I just shot 270, so I'm going to play this the same way.
I have not even watched yesterday's footage, but I can only imagine what you said as you were watching me. Like, dude just shot 260, and now he's left 3 washouts on the right lane. It's like, and if I would have been here, I'd have said, I moved right every one of them. I still couldn't get the damn thing to hook down there.
Gotcha. So that's usually what happens is at first pair of practice is going to give you a look that you really like, and you just can't get trapped into, well, I'm going to play all lanes the same way.
Right.
Because sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Good shot.
That window to strike that Rena has right there is like the bullseye on the dartboard. Like, I'd rather hit the dartboard than just the bullseye. I ain't that acting. We're none of us. I mean,
Norm Duke would think that's, hey, man, that's
Yeah,
a small
Norm.
window you got there.
yeah. Norm Duke's watching these girls right now and going, good Lord, that's a tiny window. Speaking of Norm Duke, I'm kind of disappointed I didn't get to see him. I'm not going to get to see him live this summer. June 14th through the 19th,
Yes.
Senior U.S. Open. Walter Ray, Pete Weber, Chris Barnes, Tom Hess, Brad Angelo. Wow.
Wow.
They're all going to be here. They're all going to be here this summer. It's going to be a great show, great event.
Absolutely.
I was so thrilled when Pete's Weber, John's one of the main tournament directors on tour, and he called me and said, Zach, what do you think about hosting a major? And I was like, you want to host a major in Stinktown, Colorado? Like, you realize that most people think this is just like the smell of dungarees out here. So
And it's not.
it's not. That's the smell of money. At least that's what they say.
That is true.
At least that's what the Monforts tell you is they don't reinvest into their own ball club. But that's a different subject. Haley working on a strike. She's over on lane 4 right now.
All right, there we go.
Doubles up to Rena's double up. Oh, look, this is lunch right here.
Look at there.
Look, there's lunch. I can't say it because you're not sponsored by those guys, but damn, that's some good food.
What'd you have for dinner last night?
So last night when Carrie and I got out of here, she goes, what are we going to do for dinner? We had dinner plans to go to Hibachi. But there ain't no way I was putting down Hibachi and going to pass out at 10 o'clock because I wouldn't have woken up this morning. So we went home and just heated up some leftovers and
Gotcha.
salad and
Hibachi tonight?
maybe. Are you buying? You're the only one that made money this weekend. Oh, good turkey, good turkey.
All right. Haley's balling pretty well.
Yes. So, quick, what's the chat room looking like? How many people you got hanging out?
60. 60.
6-0. Do me a quick vibe check. Just drop me the state that you live in the comments. We're just going to do a quick state check. Just drop me a state that you live in the comments. Let's see what you got. Let's see what we got going on.
Well, Mango Thick is from Rio.
Buddy.
That's what he says.
Hell yeah. Like as in Rio de Janeiro or
Or Rio Rancho, New
Rio
Mexico?
Rancho, New Mexico?
Rio de Janeiro?
If it's Rio de Janeiro, bro, you got some issues if you're watching us. Isn't it like really nice down there with the
Well,
beach?
maybe he's watching it on the beach.
Well,
It's not like there's anything else to look at on the beach.
in Rio de Janeiro, yeah, I'm sure the scenery sucks.
Absolutely.
I'm sure they eat Big Macs all day like we do. Get out of here. All right, Rena working on a turkey, trying to match up to Haley.
We got String, Colorado.
I know some of the boys that I know are out of state that are watching right now. There's a quick quad.
Where's String, Colorado?
Strange?
Yep, String. S-A-T-R-A-N-G.
Oh, man. What do you got going on here? No, buddy, that's her last name. That's
No, it's not.
That's Satrang. That's Renee Satrang, bro.
Oh, there we go. I was going to say, I've never heard of it before. That's
Yeah.
what threw me off.
Yeah. That's why you've never heard of it, because it's the last name.
There you
That'd be
go.
like saying, where's Enders, Colorado? I'd say, well,
Man, if
it's in my backyard.
there may be a beating on air here.
Rob does have the perfect face for radio.
The real Rio, heading to the airport. See you on
Okay.
Wednesday night. So there must be somebody you know.
Who is this? Oh, it's Mongo Thick. It's Steve Giese.
That's what I said.
It's Steve Giese.
You're not listening.
PBA 50 player.
You're.
Highland Park Lanes bowler.
There you go. See, he's in.
House money. He is in Rio de Janeiro, I think.
That's what. Absolutely.
I remember him. He sent me a video the other day, and he was like, because I had posted a thing that we were in Texas playing golf, and the weather sucked. But he sent me a little video from the beach down there and said, "Don't worry, I'm okay," much like I did.
We got Mr. Schaefer. He's He's watching on I-25.
That must mean I-25 isn't moving. What else is a no?
How do you know about it? You spend all your time up here. Up
Let
here,
me-
it
let
always
me-
moves.
Let me ask you a question.
Yes.
This is an interstate without a single stop sign anywhere. Why do we always have to stop? Why is there always why are we stopping? It's an interstate.
Well, it's even better. It's an interstate without a rest area anywhere.
So why are we stopping? Like, I never understand why I'm on my way to Denver and I got to stop on the interstate. It baffles me. I don't stop that
We want
much
you
in
to see
town.
the great scenery in Denver.
Oh, Lord. Like that Buc-ee's that they're building? That's how you know Denver's moving up.
Absolutely. The men are still in game 1, so we don't have an update for them yet.
No, they're about frame 7 right now. They're 2 frames behind the ladies. The ladies are not waiting on anybody. They're just rocking and rolling.
They are going.
Rena puts one in the hole here, and she is back in this match.
Out of the men that are left, who's your favorite?
Isaac and DJ and Stevie B.
Oh, yeah. Narrow it down to 2.
Isaac and Stevie B.
Okay.
They have the best rolls, ball roll,
Absolutely.
for what we're on now. That's not going to help.
Okay. I like your choices.
I'm just going to run down real quick. I like Mace. Mason's ball roll is really good, but it's so strong.
Uh-huh.
Mason's got a great ball roll. It's just too. I don't want to say it's too strong for the pattern right now, but it's just big. DJ, you told me to pick 2. DJ was my 3, so that doesn't really count.
Yeah.
4 was BK Knowles. The BK Broiler does. We had a oh boy. We had a chat on the fresh,
Okay.
and I told him I'd drill him a ball today, because I bowled with him yesterday twice, and his look on the fresh was absolutely garbage. And so I told him, let's drill a ball. And he said, no. And I look over there, he goes, spare open, spare, strike, spare. And now he has a turkey. But it's like, buddy, nah. All right, Rena closed the window a little bit. She's still working. She got a spare, but she's down a couple here.
Yes, she is.
73 to 82. Leaves
Nice.
herself a bucket down lane. Okay, so Haley can get up and spare strike and win.
Yes. And you said you wasn't a mathematician.
Well,
You know bowling math.
I can only count to 300. Okay, picks up the spare.
I'm going to assume that's Cody Vaughn. He's from here. He just put here. I'm from here.
Good God. Dur, dur, dur.
Well, if nobody else says it, I'm telling you. You guys did an awesome job today, or this weekend, sorry.
Well, thanks, buddy.
It's always a pleasure up here. Your crew is phenomenal. Someone's coming to yell at you.
Probably.
He's always on the clock. Working. Always on the clock.
Actually, they wanted to know if I was going to take a break and eat lunch.
Ah. Oh, that's you. Your crew's looking out for you at all times.
It's because I look out for them. They even sent me a text and I didn't even know it.
Wow.
I'm just so entranced.
Whoa, there we
Okay,
go.
There's a 92. So we need 7 and 2 for a tie, 8 and 2 for a win.
Never insinuate that T word.
Hey.
There we go.
The left. Look at that hold.
Ball game.
Hold for days. 202 to 199. One more, and Karina, call her up.
Yes.
Put me in, coach.
Look, we got pizza over there.
I'm ready.
Some wings, man. Oh man, oh man.
We got chicken.
You do?
I got chicken waiting for me. You want a piece of chicken?
No,
It's
no.
sexy.
Is it fried or is it grilled?
Grilled?
Very
you
good.
Watch, no, it's not. This one's not grilled. It's defat.
Oh, what's wrong with you, man?
Well, I'm not watching my weight today. I need to. I don't know if you noticed, but I sucked yesterday bowling, so I threw twice as many balls as everybody else. So I got some calorie count to make up.
Oh.
Okay.
I'm Chris Lawson. I'm trying to be Mr. He's just a regular.
International. Mr. International Man.
Yeah,
Chris
he said, is there a Lawson, Colorado?
A Lawson. Yeah.
There's a Lawson exit on Highway 70. I know that.
Yeah, Lawson
Yeah, so
in your backyard.
he's just a regular carrot top over there.
Oh my Lord. Krapiak is checking in too. Hello, Joshua. Karina can warm up. I need to go down here and push some buttons. Hold on.
Okay. Okay, we should be having some scores coming fairly soon from the men's side.
Karina get 4 shots of lane, 6 shots. What are we doing? 6 shots of lane, 2 minutes. Do like 4, 6 shots of lane.
All right, while we wait on Karina to take her practice shots, I do believe she'll get 6 total shots. I think that's what they came to the conclusion of. The men are finishing up game 1. We got our scorekeeper out there going to get the scores, and I'll get those to you here in just a minute. You should have been in the picture.
That was a good match.
That it was. That it was.
Karina's gonna go for some warm-ups here, like 6 on the pair.
Okay.
Looks like Steve won that game. I think DJ, who did win that last match?
I'm not sure. She's getting the score. She'll bring them here in about 3 minutes, hopefully.
Because I thought Brandon actually was coming back, so I don't want to speculate there.
Correct. He started off a little shaky in the beginning, but then he got it together. So I don't know if he had enough room to come back or. And the winner of the women's today will get a entry into the Queens.
Yes, and 1,000 cash.
Ooh.
That's not bad.
No, and the Queens is in Vegas, isn't it?
Yes.
So that 1,000 won't go as far as it would everywhere else.
Right. And still, we'll be announcing later the Dream Queen spot. Shortly after this match, I'm guessing.
Gotcha. Or you could take that 1,000, put it on red or black, and double your money.
Yeah. Yeah, that seems like the logical, smart thing to do.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
I mean, there's a 50-50 chance. Yeah. And 90% of the time, that works every time.
Exactly. It's a 50-50 chance, and 90% of the time I'm wrong.
Right. Steve looked like he's moving in or lofted a touch. Man, that ball read good.
We got the John Johnson doing the ball caddying.
Yeah, doing a little repping down there. It looked like Haley was throwing the BB-8.
Oops. Okay. We have scores. Steve Bodovinik 214, Mason Moore 197, so Steve leads that match 1-0. DJ Grimes 236, Brandon did not get back. He's got 216. Mason Robinson versus Adam Miller. Adam Miller 220, Mason Robinson 146. Ron Johnson the third 189 versus Richard Perkovich, shot 172. And Noah shot 175 to Isaac Hernandez is 209.
Wow. Isaac has been kind of mowing through him. I don't think he was lost since
Yesterday.
yeah.
since he was trying to get here, he got a little lost.
He
after that.
even predicted the back-to-back 6-7-10s being made against the earlier match between Brian Montoya and Brandon Knoll.
So maybe he should take that $1,000 and put it on something.
I walked him over to the damn machine and said, "Hey, will you help me out with a couple numbers here?" But he didn't help me out.
He's always looking out for himself.
Yeah.
But then again, Michelle, she's up the hill. I asked him, was she doing good? He said, she's up a little. So.
Wow, that's a win for me.
Absolutely. If I come home even, that's a win.
I lost $100 just walking up to the casino once. I don't know if I fell out of my pocket or whatever, but it just seems to vacuum out.
Every time. Those buildings aren't built on winners, I can tell you that.
I can guarantee that. It's funny, but like in Vegas, they have a gaming commission, and if you have issues with something that's not quite kosher, you would call the gaming commission, and they'd come out and investigate the casino. Colorado has a gaming casino run by the gaming casinos. Not really sure how that's working.
They just regulate themselves.
It's like watching an officer break 3 laws, getting to pull somebody over for an illegal left turn or something. And I was like, drove over a median, hit a bus. I bet you pulled that car over. Great work.
Looks like Karina may start the match.
So Rena won the equivalent to City All events, team event, doubles and singles, and a ball raffle, and just their 3rd place finish here.
It's pretty good.
I can see why you'd want to Bull City right now.
Absolutely.
Just so you know it is. All right.
All right, it's showtime.
That was a tough cut for the ladies.
Yes.
I don't think they were expecting their ball to hook as early as it was either. The less rev rate you have and the ball sees it that early, your accuracy has to really increase. Haley, she had started out good yesterday. I think she went 260 out of the box, something like that.
And she was on A squad.
Yeah.
Yep.
The good squad.
All right, Karina, first shot. There you go,
the
trip
fourth
4.
then.
Trip 4. That's a
is
bowler's best friend.
That is a great friend. I don't know that guy. Never even seen him.
You've never met the trip 4 guy.
No. If I trip a 4, it's so I don't have to shoot the 4-9 usually. So, like, oh, I only get to shoot the 9 this time. Thank you.
Bonus. All right, Haley.
It's funny, her
Go!
roll is so similar to Aaron's. Hers might be a hair higher, but really similar ball roll.
It's amazing. I was talking to somebody the other day, as I've known Aaron for years, and he hasn't changed a bit. I mean, just got a little bit of gray, but other than that, he's looked like the day I met him.
Yeah.
And then she used to ride in on his bowling bag
Right.
to league all the time. I've aged quickly.
Yeah. But their ball roll is really similar.
Oh, well, where's she going to? That's right where she learned it from.
Right.
Oh, double out the gate.
She's looking pretty strong.
Yeah, you take advantage of your breaks. You got
Yeah.
lucky to get the 10 out late on lane 4, so.
I did that once. I was in practice and I tripped a 10 out. That's so cool.
Now we'll see if Karina can match her.
That's going to have to hook.
Oh,
Almost got there.
almost.
All right, well, just make your spare and make another good shot.
Yes.
If that would have struck, I think that would have been big time.
She could have
Yeah,
picked up a
so-
lottery ticket on the way out.
Yes. Because that was a little right up her hand. Oh, that's ugly. Strike 8-1. I'm not sure what Steve had left there in the second, but he went strike 2, 4, 6, 7. Actually, I made this the other day.
Did you?
Yeah, backing it up. I slid,
Yeah, it's a little tougher for the right-handers than it is the lefties.
yeah. It's not easy either way.
No.
But
I think he's, you know what? I'm going to say he's going to pick this up.
you might. Look. Oh, that was close.
All right, Karina.
Better.
There we go.
Yeah, it's a little better.
So strike, spare, strike for Karina. Double for Haley. Good bowling. Oh.
Wow. I'm not sure what hit the 4 going across the lane to hit probably the head pin, but it did not do its job at the 7 because that hit pretty hard.
All right, Haley. Flat 10.
She's almost better if she kind of gets it going dead off her hand at the pocket, and then it just kind of lays there and then reads just enough on the back to get it out. But that ball was kind of shaped a little bit more, and it just didn't go through the rack as strong. But she's keeping it in the pocket, which I think is huge for one game, and on this pattern, it's going to probably do well for her.
Just make all your spares.
Yeah.
Okay.
What is second place pay in there? Let me check. $750 for second place.
Okay. Not a bad payday for a nice weekend.
Yep, not bad at all. I think that would have to be around 4th in a regional, maybe?
Oh, can't get the 7 out.
Yeah, she's got to go back at going really hard at it, I think. That was another bad break. Solid 9 by Mason. a good shot. Let's see. DJ might be down or down a couple in count, it looks like. Actually, their count might be close.
All right, got the spare. So Haley with 2 strikes, 2 spares. She's doing everything in pairs.
Yeah. Kearney's been a good little bowler for a long time. She's a solid bowler.
Absolutely. She pulls up here on the
Wednesday
Scratch
night
League.
Scratch, yeah. It's close.
Okay.
Just enough. She's got a little bit, I don't know if it's just a little bit less rev rate maybe. More little touch maybe higher track, not a lot.
Uh-huh.
But it looks like she can at least get the ball to go through the rack a little bit stronger if she's in that part of the rack.
Yep.
That might be key because it's not going to be high flush every shot.
No. Strong possibility.
Yeah. And Mason obviously don't know the trip 4 thing either. It was a good shot too. 2 really good shots for him, 10 and a 4.
Okay. That's got to hurry.
Oh man,
That had to hurry.
That ball went through the back of the building.
Got ice in her veins over there.
She's not afraid.
And that puts pressure back on Haley. Because Haley probably exhaled and said, hey, I got a little opening here. And then she covers it up.
Yeah. For sure. I mean, that's effective. See? Now you